Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel, Magnetize Official. In today's video, we're diving into 11 intriguing signs that might reveal your twin flame is reaching out energetically and wants to make contact. It's easy to get caught up in feelings of doubt when we're on this journey, believing our twin flame is indifferent or completely ignoring us. But here's the truth. The lack of communication during separation doesn't mean they don't love you or feel your energy. The twin flame journey is intentionally designed to include periods of separation, serving as an opportunity for growth. It teaches us to sharpen our senses, deepen our emotions, and expand our understanding. As we navigate this path, we tap into the power of telepathy and learn to perceive energies around us. Remember, we are more than just our physical selves. We are fundamentally energy. Once we grasp how our energy transcends time and space, we can truly appreciate the connections that happen on a deeper level. Let's explore these signs together. Today, I want to share some unique signs that your twin flame might be thinking about you, along with tips on how to recognize those moments. As I've mentioned in previous videos, many twin flames are set to reunite this year, and we're witnessing a significant awakening among the divine masculine. A major catalyst for this shift was the recent solar flare storm. Remember, the sun embodies masculine energy. Its powerful eruptions spark transformation and change. While we often think of the sun as gentle and warm, it actually represents a dynamic force of masculine energy. When events occur on the sun, we tap into its wisdom and strength. In contrast, lunar events reflect feminine energy. So, cosmic occurrences like these can bring fresh perspectives and changes to our lives. Let me share something exciting. If you're noticing any of these signs, get ready. Your twin flame is likely thinking about you, and there's a good chance they'll reach out soon. Remember, you are the energy in this connection, so try not to focus on any feelings of lack. Instead, embrace the idea that you already have what you desire. When these signs appear, recognize them as the universe communicating with you. Stay open to these messages as your twin flame is helping expand your awakening and encouraging you to see the beauty in the world around you. Love is an infinite force, one that can change, flow, transcend, and create magic. Now let's dive into some of these intriguing signs. One that might catch you off guard is spotting a white butterfly. Seeing a white butterfly is a powerful symbol of transformation and signifies a deep connection between souls. The color white embodies purity, honesty, and positive energy. So, if you've recently encountered a white butterfly, especially in an unexpected place, take it as a message from the divine masculine energy of your twin flame, letting you know they're thinking of you. I understand that one of the toughest parts of this journey is wondering whether your twin flame is truly thinking about you. But let's put it into perspective. Why wouldn't they? Even people we met ages ago occasionally pop into our minds. So, if you've shared a strong bond with your twin flame, it's highly likely that they think of you from time to time. Now, I want to clarify that obsessive thoughts and the runner-pursuer dynamic are different topics we'll explore in a future video. You might be wondering, can a twin flame runner ever become the pursuer? Absolutely. But we'll delve deeper into that later. If you've spotted a white butterfly recently, it could be a sign that your divine masculine is thinking of you and undergoing a transformation. As they start to awaken to your spiritual connection, thoughts of you often increase. You might even feel goosebumps all over your body, something that usually happens when we connect deeply with someone, as if to say, "Wow, this is real." I like to think of goosebumps as your body's way of reacting to the truth. For instance, When I send out a message that resonates deeply with you lovely souls, I often feel that energy and get goosebumps in response. Imagine you're just sitting at home today, yesterday, or tomorrow. Though remember, we only have the present moment, and suddenly you're covered in goosebumps for no clear reason. That could be another sign that your twin flame is sending you energy. Another intriguing sign is noticing dates that are significant to your journey. For instance, if your twin was born on January 11th, you might start seeing 111 everywhere. Or if their birthday is February 22nd, you could keep encountering 222. Whether it's on a bill or a receipt, you might find yourself wondering, why am I seeing this? What does it mean? These numbers might seem unusual at first, but they carry deeper significance. You might also notice the date you first met your twin flame popping up. For example, if your special day was June 10th, you could start seeing 610, 106, or 0601, depending on where you live. That's why I always suggest keeping a journal or using your phone to jot down these signs. You're receiving messages all the time. If you don't pay attention, it can be challenging to grasp their full meaning. Think of this journey like piecing together a puzzle. You'll keep getting clues until everything fits. You might encounter butterflies or certain numbers in unexpected places, like indoors or while shopping. For instance, if your twin's birthday is November 17th, you could notice 1711, 117, or 1117 on receipts. It's as if these signs are following you around, demanding your attention. This can indicate that your twin flame is reaching out energetically, even if they feel distant in the physical realm. And remember, sometimes our divine masculines, or those we refer to as divine masculines, might seem like they're running away from the connection. But in reality, they're often just trying to process and make sense of the deep feelings they're experiencing. It's crucial to understand what they're going through, because as I've mentioned, none of us embark on this journey saying, I want to be on a twin flame journey, or I want to meet my twin flame. While there may be a few who do, I haven't met anyone with that mindset. More often than not, this journey catches us by surprise. We might meet a stranger who seems insignificant at first, and suddenly everything starts to click. Then comes separation, synchronicities like repeated numbers, and events that leave us searching for logical explanations. But let me tell you, this journey isn't about logic. Sometimes, you just have to let go of trying to make sense of it all. We've discussed how telepathy, energy exchanges, and healing are all possible, and the science behind these phenomena is starting to emerge. One comment from a viewer really resonated with me. She said, "We are still seeking answers from our minds while we have the answers in our hearts, and science is lagging behind." I completely agree. There's so much more to discover, and that's why each of us plays an essential role in this unfolding journey. So, don't brush off those so-called weird synchronicities as just a joke. I used to fall into that trap myself, thinking, oh, sure, I don't believe my twin flame is thinking of me. If he was, he wouldn't run away or suddenly cut off communication. He'd be right here, telling me. But the truth is, I needed that separation, and his soul knew it too. It gave me a deeper understanding of the incredible power of unconditional love. I had to let my ego fade away and fully embrace the energy of love, all thanks to my twin flame. Now, let's talk about the fourth sign. Have you ever noticed a song that feels like it represents you or your connection with your twin flame? Perhaps it's their favourite song or one that makes you feel deeply connected to them. The fascinating part is that you won't be searching for this song. It will find you in the most unexpected ways. For instance, you might be at a restaurant or on the beach, and suddenly someone nearby starts singing that song out of the blue. Or every time you get in your car and turn on the radio, that exact song plays. You might even find it's the only tune playing while you're shopping. It's like it's following you around. It can feel a bit surreal, especially if it's not a mainstream hit, yet you keep hearing it everywhere, at the store, in your car, or even when someone nearby says, "Hey, you should check out this song." It's as if the universe is spinning around that one song, and it could mean that your twin flame is thinking of you. Who knows? They might even be listening to that same song, feeling that same connection. The other day, I had an incredible experience filled with synchronicities. Out of all the songs, one kept popping up. It wasn't even our song, but I recognized it, because it was one he listened to a lot during the early days of his spiritual awakening. One afternoon at home, that song started playing randomly from my phone, even though I hadn't selected it, and it wasn't on my playlist. I was taken aback, so I turned it off and went about my day. Then, at a meeting later on, guess what song they played first? Yep, the same one. I couldn't help but think, what is going on here? It's not exactly a mainstream hit, at least not for my age group, and while I'm not saying I'm the oldest person on the planet, you know what I mean? It seemed impossible to make sense of why this song kept showing up. Then, while driving, I turned on the radio, and there it was again. In that moment, I thought, okay, I get it. I reached out to my twin, and as we talked, I started to unravel the mystery behind all these coincidences. So, even if you're not in direct contact with your twin like I am, it doesn't mean they aren't thinking about you, missing you, or wanting to reach out. Trust those signs a little more. Here's a tip that really helped me. I started writing down all the synchronicities I experienced, those strange moments that didn't make logical sense to my mind. As I recorded them, the bigger picture began to emerge. I realized, oh my gosh, I was so blind. I had only been focusing on one puzzle piece, but once I started piecing them together, everything clicked, and I finally understood the why and what behind it all. Let's revisit this important point, because we all need reminders to take action sometimes. When we step outside our thoughts and really tune in to what's happening around us, that's when understanding begins to unfold. I've come to realize that I no longer believe in coincidences. I truly believe that everything happens exactly when it's meant to, and the people, signs, and experiences we encounter are always sharing valuable information with us. Our role is to shift from our heads into our hearts and trust the journey a bit more. Now, the fifth sign to look out for is when someone approaches you with comments like, "I don't know why, but you look beautiful today," or "I have this feeling that a man is looking for you," or even "I think these flowers were meant for you." Maybe someone might say, "I feel inspired to buy you this coffee. Have you ever had moments like this?" I certainly have, many times. As someone who channels messages often, I receive intuitive insights that might sound a little odd, but I trust them wholeheartedly. They may not always make logical sense, so I calm my mind, take 5 deep breaths, and remind myself to lean into that trust. Have you ever felt an urge to compliment a stranger, saying something like, "Your hair is stunning," or "I love your makeup"? Even if you've seen countless other beautiful faces that day, for some reason, you felt drawn to that one person. This kind of experience happens frequently to those of us who are intuitive, and I know many of you in this community can relate. If you've had similar moments or synchronicities that made you realize your twin flame might be thinking of you, I'd love for you to share your stories in the comments. Picture this. You see a white butterfly fluttering by, and then, the very next day, you receive a message that feels perfectly timed. It reminds me of a moment when a stranger once told me, "I can feel that your soul has found you." I was absolutely speechless. I'm pretty selective about who I share my spiritual insights with because my goal isn't to persuade anyone. This podcast is all about helping others and offering clarity where it's needed. I'm not here to insist that my truth has to be your truth. I believe that truth is much more complex than just black and white, or simply stating, "This is how it is." It's a fascinating idea, isn't it? If you've ever had a moment where a complete stranger says something that makes you feel like, "I hear your words, but the energy feels different," then you totally get what I mean. Now, let's talk about the sixth sign, number synchronicities. These are some of the most common signs, like spotting repeating numbers such as 111 or 222. These numbers often serve as a reassuring message from the universe, saying, "I'm here, everything is okay." But today, I want to dive into the more unusual numbers, like 1212 or 1313. If you've been spotting 1212 or 1111 everywhere lately, take it as a sign that spiritual growth and progress are happening in your life. These numbers often mean that your twin flame or divine masculine is reflecting on the journey you share, starting to grasp the changes and moving closer to you. When you see 1212, think of it as a gentle reminder that your twin flame is thinking about you and beginning to evolve. You can even playfully test the universe. The next time you see 1212, ask, "Is my twin flame starting to awaken? Are they beginning to understand our connection?" If you see 1212 again soon after, you've got your answer. Now, let's shift our focus to 1313. This number signals a transformation. Your twin flame might be going through a significant change and possibly facing some challenges. Often, this coincides with their heart chakra starting to open, making them feel vulnerable and emotional. During this period, they may be missing you, wanting to reach out, or feeling a profound sense of love. And what about 1414 or 1440? These numbers symbolize new beginnings and fresh opportunities. They could indicate that your twin flame is contemplating taking your relationship to the next level. For instance, if they've been in another relationship, seeing these numbers might suggest they are considering ending it and gaining a deeper understanding of what your connection truly means. When you see 515, it's a sign that personal freedom and life changes are just around the corner. If your twin flame has been feeling stuck in the matrix or hesitant to make changes, speak their truth, or share their feelings, the appearance of 1515 or 1551 suggests they are finally ready to break free. Get ready for more direct communication to come your way. Seeing 1616 points to inner wisdom. It shows that your twin flame is beginning to grasp the depths of your connection and has a greater awareness of your soul bond than you might realize. When this number pops up, it's a reassuring sign that they have gained clarity about what you both share. Now, let's talk about 1717. This number represents spiritual awakening and enlightenment. 7 is a high vibration number, symbolizing profound spiritual insight. If you encounter 1717, it signifies that significant changes are on the horizon and that you're entering a new phase of spiritual awakening. Remember, a twin flame union isn't the end of the journey. It's just the beginning. This spiritual path is ongoing, with many layers to explore. Your twin flame acts as a catalyst for your growth, encouraging you to become the best version of yourself. That's why twin flames don't always jump into a romantic relationship right away. Often, being in a relationship can create a sense of comfort and security, which may cause individuals to lose sight of their personal goals. However, twin flames inspire each other to keep growing and evolving. Your twin flame will consistently challenge you to reach the next level, making this a deeply intense relationship. With all these changes, it might feel like you're falling apart at times, but this is all part of your journey toward becoming your highest self. It's designed to help you serve the world in the best way possible. When you see 1717, it's a clear sign that you and your twin flame are moving through a new spiritual phase and reaching greater heights. It's truly a beautiful number to receive. During my energy frequency assessments in our first consultations, I often notice that many of us haven't quite reached the 777 frequency yet. Some individuals have, especially those who've done significant inner work. When you finally hit that 777 mark, you'll find yourself experiencing profound inner peace and enlightenment. It also signals that your twin flame is at a similar level of spiritual understanding and connection. The number 1818 is all about abundance and manifestation. When you see 1818, it's a sign that your twin flame is ready to welcome an abundant life and is considering the possibilities of a relationship with you. It's an invitation to explore how you can manifest this journey together. The energy of the number 8 symbolizes infinity and the abundance that's available to you right now. If you spot 188, it suggests your twin flame is daydreaming about your future together and envisioning what life could be like. Seeing 1919 is another powerful message, indicating the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. It means you've let go of the past and are stepping into a fresh chapter. During this time, your twin flame might feel an urge to reach out, wanting to connect, but feeling uncertain about how to do so. These are just a few of the meaningful numbers out there. The universe is constantly communicating with us, so it's important to pay attention to the signs you're receiving. I encourage you to share your experiences with messages, synchronicities, or signs in the comments. Your stories can help us all see that these aren't mere coincidences, they're genuine messages from your twin flame or the divine. Even if you're not on a twin flame journey, the universe is still sending you messages. But for those who are navigating a twin flame path, it's important to remember that you and your twin flame are never truly separate. You are one at the core. Even if you're apart in the physical world, your spirits remain united. One fascinating sign to look out for is the appearance of animals, especially in unexpected places. When this happens, it captures your attention and makes you wonder about its significance. Certain animals can be strong signals that your twin flame is missing you and trying to reach out. For instance, if you keep spotting birds in pairs, like doves or eagles, nesting or playing nearby, it could be a powerful indication that your twin flame is thinking of you. Butterflies often symbolize transformation and a deepening bond between your souls, while dragonflies can hint at shifts in your spiritual connection, signaling that change is on the way. If a dragonfly flutters by, get ready for some exciting transformations in your connection. Pay attention to sounds around you too. They can serve as gentle reminders to be ready. You might hear whispers filled with information, so try to stay calm during these moments. Close your eyes and listen, even if it feels a bit unclear at first. Trust me, the deeper you go into a meditative state, the more clarity you'll gain, and you'll receive all the insights you need. Sound can serve as your guide, almost as if it's gently whispering, "Get ready, get ready, get ready." It may convey a wealth of information, so try to remain calm during these moments. Close your eyes and really listen, even if it feels a bit unclear at first. Trust that when you dive deeper into a meditative state, the understanding will come. As you connect, you'll receive all the insights you need. When you see deer, think of gentleness, kindness, and care entering your connection. You might feel a message from your twin flame, expressing sentiments like, "I truly care about you, I've been missing you, and I want to reach out and talk." It's a beautiful reminder of their desire to reconnect. On the other hand, spotting wolves symbolizes a strong bond built on loyalty and intuition. It's a message to trust this connection, remain steadfast, and stay loyal. It's like your twin is reassuring you, saying, "I'm here, so don't rush into anything." And remember, these signs don't have to come from physical animals. You might stumble upon a wolf illustration in a book you open, and that holds its own significance too. Physical signs can pop up in unexpected ways. For instance, you might suddenly notice your eye twitching, leaving you to wonder what it means. Our eyes are often considered the windows to the soul, and when we meditate and send out strong energy vibrations, your twin can feel that connection too. That's why I recommend keeping a journal of these experiences. When you eventually meet your twin flame or have a heart-to-heart, you can casually ask, "Have you ever felt anything strange like this?" This approach doesn't have to feel formal, just gently inquire, "Have you ever seen 1111? Or, "Do you ever feel your heart racing for no reason?" Sharing these experiences can create an immediate bond between you. If you've noticed twitches or unusual sensations in your body, it could be a sign of energy activation. Remember, those eye twitches might just mean your twin flame is thinking about you during your meditation. You might be thinking, "If I meditate a lot, does that mean my twin's eyes are twitching all the time?" Not really. The universe has a way of communicating that goes beyond just physical signs. It uses various methods to let them know they're on the right path and to share important messages. Another interesting sign can be when your electronics start acting up. Have you ever had your phone suddenly call them out of the blue or send a message without you meaning to? I've had moments where my phone called my twin flame on its own, and later he'd say, "Did you call me?" I'd be just as surprised, wondering how that even happened. Or I might be trying to dial someone else, but my phone would insist on calling my twin instead, and I couldn't do anything to stop it. Nothing would respond. Have you ever noticed the electricity suddenly cutting out? It's happened to me more times than I can count. As Tesla once said, we have the power to generate our own energy from within. I truly believe we're just scratching the surface of understanding our incredible potential and who we really are. Now is the time to shatter those limiting beliefs and embrace the reality of these experiences. Let me tell you, the twin flame journey is as real as anything else, even if it sometimes seems a bit out there. I totally get that it can feel unbelievable, but trust me, it's real. Speaking of electricity, I've had clients who are also twin flames book sessions with me, and on 3 or 4 occasions, the power just vanished, right before a call, or in the middle of sharing something really significant. It was so strange. Everything else would be fine, but the electricity would just cut out. That had never happened to me before. Have you ever noticed your computer suddenly overheating when it usually runs perfectly fine? It's happened to me during calls when my computer gets so hot it throws up an error message. Or maybe your phone heats up out of nowhere. These odd little glitches can be signs that your twin flame is thinking about reaching out but isn't quite ready to take that step. They might be pondering, "What should I say?" or "How do I reconnect?" You might even feel a message from them without any direct communication. Just a sense that something's brewing. Now, Let's talk about when your twin flame does decide to reach out. It's easy to get caught up in wondering how or when they'll come back into your life. But here's the secret. It's all about letting go of those thoughts. Instead, focus on the knowledge that they're already with you in spirit and find peace in that connection. When you reach that state of calm, that's when they're likely to show up in your life and say, "Hey, how have you been?" It's time to release the waiting game. I know that can be tough to hear, but this journey isn't about sitting back and waiting for something to happen. It's all about embracing the present moment, feeling everything just as it is and opening your heart. Tune into that love and connection and listen to your soul. It knows the way forward. You have so much to share with the world, so don't hold back. When you find that inner peace, when you're smiling, feeling joyful and wrapped in love, that's often when your twin flame decides to reach out. It's in those moments that you might open your phone and see a message pop up saying, "Hey, how have you been?" Click the join button to explore the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. By joining, you'll get exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and special access to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel and get even more out of your experience with us. If this video resonated with you and you crave more, interact with the content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Share these words with anyone who might find comfort and inspiration.